In 2023, the retail industry found itself amidst a substantial crisis, with 10 beloved stores facing bankruptcy and the difficult decision to close their doors. The current landscape poses challenges for both retailers and consumers. It is always sad to see your favorite store shutting their doors. So now let's dive in and go over which popular retail chains are going bankrupt this year and the factors contributing to the downfall of these once thriving stores. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Here we discuss the latest breaking news on the United States and what you need to know about the current state of our economy. Shoe City is a Baltimore-based sneaker and streetwear retailer. It has begun its going out of business sales across its retail locations in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. These stores vary in size, ranging from 2,000 to 9,900 square feet. This decision comes after the retailer filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on March 31, 2023. According to court documents, Shoe City had an outstanding principal balance of $3.2 million on a $12 million credit facility. The company also estimated that it owed $16 million in unsecured debt to various vendors. Among Shoe City's largest unsecured creditors are New Balance and Puma, with amounts owed of $1.59 million and $1.35 million. The retail also owes substantial amounts to Nike, Under Armour, and Adidas. The court documents also reveal that the profitability of the business has been severely impacted in recent years, with declining sales and increasing net losses. The company incurred operating losses of approximately $1.76 million in 2021, significantly affecting its financial position and liquidity. Starting in fiscal year 2020, certain vendors began reducing the allocation of goods to Shoe City, and as a result, the retailer experienced a decrease of approximately $8.5 million in comparable store sales in 2022, compared to the previous year. Sales continued to decline by nearly $5 million through January 2023. So due to these challenges, Shoe City has initiated store closing sales. The outcome of these sales will determine whether a liquidating Chapter 11 plan can be pursued once the store closing process concludes. After enduring more than 10,000 court filings and a 4-year period of decline, Sears Holdings has emerged from bankruptcy. The department store chain, which once boasted almost 700 stores nationwide, now stands with less than 24 locations. Late last year, the reorganization plan of the bankruptcy estate took effect, marking the end of Chapter 11 and the beginning of a liquidation process for the remaining assets of Sears Holdings. Currently, Sears Holdings operates a shell company. In February 2019, it sold its stores to ESL Investments in a $5.2 billion deal. This transaction included over 400 retail locations. In its prime, Sears positioned itself as where America shops. With nearly 3,500 Sears and Kmart stores, Sears also boasted a portfolio of well-known brands and businesses. In comparison, competitor Walmart had slightly over 3,000 stores, consisting of discount stores and supercenters. Eddie Lampert, then chair of Kmart Holding, acquired Sears for $11 billion in March 2005, aiming to fend off traditional brick-and-mortar competitors like Walmart and emerging e-commerce rivals such as Amazon. At the time of the merger, the combined entity, known as Transformco, had annual revenues of $55 billion a fraction of Walmart's fiscal 2004 total. Amazon, on the other hand, had an annual revenue of $2.54 billion. But since then, Amazon sales have grown to nearly $470 billion. Sears made several attempts to avert bankruptcy by closing stores and selling off their assets. However, these efforts fell short, and the company filed for bankruptcy in October 2018, with 687 stores remaining. Similar to other brick-and-mortar retailers, Sears faced declining sales, with revenues dropping by 53.8% in the 5 years preceding the bankruptcy. Currently, excluding smaller format hometown stores, there are fewer than 24 remaining Sears stores nationwide. Discovering that chair or couch you ordered online is uncomfortable or unappealing can be a frustrating experience. That's why the option of trying out furniture before making a purchase is a great service provided by home decor retailers. Unfortunately, the landscape of in-person shopping for home decor may soon change, as World Market and other retailers in the industry have recently announced store closures. This development puts your local store at great risk of being affected as well. World Market, renowned for its contemporary and diverse decor offerings, is shutting down one of its stores in Fairfax County, Virginia. Surprisingly, the store had only been operating at this location since February, before the decision to close was made. The closure was prompted by World Market losing its lease and subsequently relocating the store to a temporary location nearby. While the final day of operation for World Market is scheduled for July 15th, there is a possibility that it may close even sooner. JCPenney has undergone significant store closures since a Great Recession and has endured failed transformation attempts by retail experts. These efforts resulted in financial losses, time setbacks, and a decline in customer and employee satisfaction, failing to reverse the decline in revenue. The company also has faced temporary store closures during the crisis, along with other retailers, leading to its bankruptcy filing. Despite these challenges, JCPenney emerged from bankruptcy with 55,000 employees and is now forging a new future. Under new ownership and leadership, the retailer is revisiting the classic department store strategy that made it an iconic brand. After reducing its debt from approximately $4 billion, JCPenney has now long-term debt of $485 million and liquidity of $1.5 billion. In December of 2021, the company further reduced its long-term debt by $500 million, demonstrating a positive financial trajectory. Christmas Tree Shops, best known for selling a variety of seasonal items and home decor, is also preparing to close 10 of its stores after filing for bankruptcy protection this year. Christmas Tree Shops has over 80 stores across 20 states, but is planning to shutter 10 of those stores in 7 states. The retailer, which first opened in 1950 and was, at one point, owned by the now closing Bed Bath & Beyond, underwent a rebranding last year. In addition, in early May, discount retailer Tuesday Morning announced it would be closing all of its stores. Other stores filing for bankruptcy include Belk, David's Bridal, Bye Bye Baby, and Party City.